So anyway, that's why I'm using this deck. These are all pre-shuffled. I will cut them in front of you. But, dear Virgos, let's go ahead and get started. Welcome, welcome, welcome to your October reading. Okay. The Magician. So, you are in the process of having your cardinal return. The world is at your fingertips. We are coming out of right now the Pisces full moon, which is such a wonderful placement with all this Neptunian energy to be able to dream. Now, the difference that you have from everyone else, is the fact that not only can you grab onto this dreamy energy, this what do I want to build, what do I want to manifest in my life, but you have the Virgo skills of mapping it out to every single detail and then having the energy to completely execute every single task until it's complete. So not only can you dream up what you want, Virgo, right now, you can actually do what you want. You can meet your dreams and make them happen. The Magician is so key for you right now. This is such a beautiful energy. Such a beautiful energy. And I mean, he's standing in the water, so there are all sorts of emotions. He's growing, right? He's kind of using all the tools. They're all right at his fingertips. He is in charge of his own destiny, as are you. Also, really quickly, I will be doing an extended reading to this. That link is below, and then I'm also doing private readings. I forgot to announce that. I haven't done private readings for a while. I'm going to start doing them again. All right, so that link is below if you would like to book one of those. It takes me about 5 to 7 days to get you the reading. Ace of Pentacles. So again, just what we just talked about, Virgos. You can get what you want. You can build what you want. Whatever you're working on right now, whatever you're brewing up, whatever you're stewing up in your mind, whatever you're letting your dreams go to infinity and beyond with inspiration, you can actually do it. I don't even know what to say. We'll pull more cards on that, but right now you can actually do it. Now is not a time for sitting amongst yourself and sitting with yourself. This is the Four of Swords reversed, by the way. Letting your mind wander. Now, it is a time for dreaming, but it's not a time for healing. There's a difference. This card represents taking a time out, sorting out your thoughts, healing your mindset, healing yourself. This is not a time for taking a time out. It is not a time for healing your mind. This is a time for expanding your mind. Dreaming beyond your wildest dreams. Do that, and you'll be able to make it come to fruition. Three of Wands. Your ships are coming in, I'm telling you. And there's a real cardinal aspect here. Okay? We've got positivity. We have the ability to cut things out. We have the carnal ability of physical energy. And you know you have all of this. You know you have all of these tools. More so than most. But what you have added now that most have on a daily basis, or at least Pisces have on a daily basis, is the ability to dream. That is an added benefit to the skill set you already have right now. So take this and use it so you can take this and use it for building. I would literally, if I were you, I would take a good week off and I would just dream and write down goals and manifestation mappings and all of that. That's what I would do if I were you. And I have a Virgo moon. And so I am planning on really spending some time focusing on my emotional state and what I want for me to myself to call myself happy in this life. What is it that I want? How am I going to go about? What would actually bring me the most happiness? And I'm going to spend time doing that. Emotional happiness. All right? And I am going to take time doing that. Then we have the Nine of Wands. You have the ability to fight another fight. Yes, we all get tired. Yes, we all lose our motivation. Yes, we all lose our inspiration. But it is your keen ability to keep on going, no matter how you feel, that causes you to have this, when you feel like something might be done and over, you are like, I already got myself this far, just one more day. One more phone call, one more knocking on a door, one more email, whatever it is. Okay, one more attempt to meet somebody, one more. I have that fight in me. Okay. Okay, Virgos, let's go. I'm going to pull one clarifier or one card on top of these, and then in the extended, we'll pull two more on top of that. Okay. Six of Cups. Bringing back that nostalgia when times were good, right before life got difficult and tricky. You have the ability to, whatever you are building now or wanting to build, hold on, let me grab a drink really quick. You have the ability right now, to put yourself in a situation that will cause you to always feel light at heart and free, childlike. Or bring back somebody from your past, an ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend, ex-husband, ex-wife, ex-friend, right? You have that ability. Queen of Cups reversed. Okay. Queen of Cups reversed is a very emotional being that feels jilted. Okay, they feel very jilted. They feel very upset. It's like, you know how people can call like cancers like crazy. She's crazy. They can get pretty nuts on us, can't they? And it's because they care. So do they react appropriately? No. But were there warning signs along the way where we could have maybe acted differently towards them? Yes. All right, so they are no bullshit. And they get angry and they have reason to. So that's that type of anger, Queen of Cups. In fact, the Queen of Cups is the card of Cancer, I believe. And so, I mean, that's that being angry. Emotional manipulation, right? But also frustration and rage. Okay. So why is that card here clarifying the Ace of Pentacles? It's there clarifying the Ace of Pentacles because you have the ability to temper yourself. Tamper down. I don't know, I'm not using the right word. But you have the ability to control your emotions. And so allow your emotions to run free in terms of what you would like to manifest in a positive aspect. Don't let them run free in a manner of negativity, which I don't think you would anyway, frankly. But you have the ability to go either way. And then when you're on this path, building your Ace of Pentacles, that will turn into the King and Queen of Pentacles. When you're on that journey, there are always going to be things that cause you to feel uneasy. We're going to pull a bunch of clarifiers on that because I'm not 100% sure I'm on the right track with that. Leave your comments below as well because I'm really curious what this is for you And yes, I'm going to say with a caveat that yes, this energies could be shifted and flipped if you're cross watching. These energies can easily be flipped. So don't leave comments below that this is that person, not me. Plus, you have to really understand the context of the fact that this is a general reading. If you want to personalize one that has to pertain to your personal situation, order a private reading. Okay? All right, let's clarify the Four of Swords. Clarified by the Four of Swords reverse, clarified by the Four of Cups. So what this is asking me to do is you're going to be getting offers all around. Offers left and right. Offers up and down. All over the place. There's going to be emotional offers. Why? Because you're on your A game. That's why. You're on your A game. People want to be around people who are on their A game. So what do you do with these offers? You don't owe them anything, right? And frankly, I'm sensing a little bit of boredom from you, like a kind of an eye roll from you, because I think you're looking for something and seeking something and trying to manifest something that is not so goddamn basic, right? You deserve more, you want more, higher level, all of it, because you know what it's like to work on the details and have something turn out perfectly. You know what it's like what the result is when effort is put in. And someone's going to come up and offer you love, for example. This doesn't necessarily have to be love, but Four of Cups is kind of saying love offers. But, some random person that's good looking and takes care of his body is just going to come up, or her too, right? She's just going to come up and act like she's queen of the world. He's king of the world because he's hot. And you're like, no, I want a way more put together package than that, right? I want you to have the good job. I want you to have the solid work ethic. I want you to have the no debt. I want you to be masculine or feminine. I want you to be, right? I want you to be these certain ways. And I don't really think that there's any fault in requiring that when you yourself are that. Just like me being a Virgo moon, I require people to be principled. I require people to be ethical and moral in their emotional dealings. And it never ceases to amaze me how many people are shady in their day-to-day dealings with other people. I mean, it literally blows my mind. Even the ones that are closest to you, your absolute loved ones, your boyfriend of 3 years, your husband of 10 years. Like, it blows my mind how much shady behavior and lying is taking place on a daily basis, where we can't even be honest with our own selves. Like, if you want to get out of this relationship, for example, it's still going to hurt and be shitty, but tell me. Don't hide it from me and sneak around and have affairs, right? I mean, how childish is that? And you're lying to yourself and you're wasting everybody's time. Like, it's just so pointless. Like, my Virgo moon is on point with ethics and morals. It is so on point. I get played easily because I inherently want to believe that people are good. Or I want to believe that people are inherently good. And usually they're not. And I'm not being jaded. I'm not losing faith in humanity, but it just never ceases to amaze me how shady people actually are. So I'm sorry to have that diatribe in there, but I think this is what you're talking about here. You're getting the offers left and right, and you're rolling your eyes because you're on a whole different level than those people. The Star, clarified by the Three of Wands. This has to do with understanding that, yes, your ships are coming in, but you have to have faith, and you will. You're going to maintain your faith here. Can you see? It's this card is so detailed. Let me just see if I can highlight a couple things. So if you notice, just like in other star cards, she's standing in water, and I know it's blurry. My camera will not focus. Let me turn on autofocus and see if I can. Hold on, I don't think it does. Oh, it's so annoying. Okay, regardless, here we are. So here she is. She's standing in water, and then there's actually fish swimming here. And then even though she's up in the air and in space and the universe is up here, there's still fish swimming around her because she never lets go of that intuitive side of her that is faith. That is faith in the social contract and faith in the karmic contract and in the energy and science contract. Like energy doesn't go anywhere. There's the same amount of energy everywhere always, just like water. It just changes states and locations. You see? So the reason these fish are here is because they are representing Pisces, faith in the unknown, faith in the unseen, faith in the depth of all of it, all of it. Okay? And so that's where you are. You're in this place now where like everybody else is just totally basic. And I hate to use that cliche word because it's like, that's like 5 years ago word, but it really is. They're just not up to par with your expectation and your level. They're just not. And so you're just keep on going and maintaining faith that you're going in the right direction, and you are. It says so right here. And I don't necessarily think that you need faith either. But I think that you, in this type of moment, with all this Neptunian energy, and you now have the ability to dream bigger than you've dreamt before, and you have the ability to actually make it happen, you need to have faith in that system and in yourself. And then here's the Three of Wands again. You have energy to fight another fight. Keep going, but you don't have to put so much action in now. This is now more about internal faith. Because if you keep walking, you're going to walk right off this cliff. So you've taken your action. Now it's time to step back and dream. So later you can work. Stand up there on that edge, overlooking all of that air and that space, and realize that it can be filled with anything you want to envision. Okay? All right, I'm going to wrap this up, and then we're going to get into the extended. That link is below if you'd like to purchase it. But as an outcome, I would like to say, and then private reading link is below as well, but as an outcome, I'd like to look at the bottom of the deck. And what we have here, Virgos, is the Six of Pentacles. So on a energetic level, on a karmic level, you will be receiving reciprocity. Okay. Remember, just like water, energy doesn't go anywhere. There's a finite amount. It just changes states and places. Okay. And then underneath that is what? The Page of Pentacles reversed. Now is not the time to be so practical. Right now, this week, during this month, as we move through Libra season, is not the time to be so practical. You spend your life being practical. Open those floodgates of intuition and hopes and dreams, and let them go, because that will be reciprocated. Okay? All right.